Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for clicking on this video. I am Ilian Kai, and with me today is my brother Super Shadow 515. Say hi.
What's up, everybody?
Before we get started, I want to correct something. Last time I said that the stealth mission in Seaside Hill was probably impossible with someone besides Knuckles, Rouge, or maybe Espio. Well, it turns out I was wrong, because I forgot that characters like Amy and Espio, still Espio, can turn invisible for a brief period of time and makes that stealth mission a little bit more possible as someone who can't glide and climb walls. But today we'll be taking a look at Final Rush, and I'm doing this a lot different. It's going to be a lot shorter. I'm only going to play through it once. So,
Okay.
And then after we've played through the stage, so everybody can see, then we'll do the, well, then I'll do the review. But yeah, my brother's here just to make it a little bit more interesting. I want to apologize about the last video. My brother was busy and I was trying to be quiet. So it was very interesting. Right off the start here, we got a little bit of a bonus. Yeah.
There's one thing I'd like to say about this stage. When you're in those open areas, the level doesn't feel empty. That's one thing I personally have a problem with making these levels. I mean, look in the background right here. There's a lot of stuff in there. You don't always notice it all either. That's a good thing to have on the stage.
Yeah, I can see right off the bat some problems with accessibility in this level because of homing attack things.
Yeah.
I have cleared this level as someone who cannot homing attack. It is a lot harder though.
So for the most part, you want to be playing as
Sonic, Shadow,
yeah,
Blaze, Amy, Espio. Some other double jump abilities help a lot.
This one could be a little bit hard too, because you have to land on it, only attack it, and then stop it.
But yeah, I definitely agree with what you were saying there. The graphics. Holy crap!
Oh, now that was cool. But how far back are you?
This far back.
Nice.
Can I even make it? Nope. Thank goodness we hit a checkpoint.
Yeah. So, anything else you'd like to add while you're still playing the stage?
The backgrounds are very lively, and I know I said in my Seaside Hill review that Seaside Hill had a nice flow to it. This stage's flow is even better. It feels so natural, and it feels really good and fun to play, like the original Final Rush, and maybe even better than the original Final Rush. I'm really saying a lot by saying that.
Yeah, you are. And personally, being a big fan of Sonic Adventure 2, I'd say that is a very bold claim.
Final Rush was probably my least favorite Sonic level.
Really?
Yep.
This is one of my favorites.
Now, the level of Sonic I played over and over again probably would be Probably would be Metal Harbor.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that.
Now, if you look over here, people, straight in front of us, you will see a hidden area that only flight characters can get into, which, in a level predominantly speed-oriented, to have a flight-only section is kind of weird. But this level is also, for most people, about the perfect length. I prefer my levels to be about 5 minutes, but a lot of people are usually on, I only want a 2-minute level kind of person. I actually really like Sonic Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog because the levels were longer, and I appreciated that. As long as the level doesn't feel like it's repeating itself and its gimmicks, I don't mind it. We're almost at the end of the level here. Ow. Never mind my suckiness. Oh yes, I am using JoJo Network's overhauled Sonic mod, I'm pretty sure. Looks right. I really like it. Props to you, JoJo Network. Your Sonic World mods are awesome. But yeah, that's Final Rush. Final Rush.
So, what would you like to say about the stage that
Well,
hasn't already been said?
The graphics are good, as we pointed out. It's not nearly as rough as Seaside Hill was to look at. The flow is better. There are a lot more alternate paths, which is something I said Seaside Hill needed to work on. It's still just a little bit rough, and the accessibility brings it down a little bit. I'm not going to hark on it for not having original music, because it's designed to be similar to an already established Sonic stage.
Yeah.
Graphically, it does look more like the Shadow the Hedgehog space missions than Final Rush, but since the game is more heroes-oriented in style, it's not a bad thing. And honestly, the asteroids, it's not a big deal. It's not a huge graphical departure from what it was in Sonic Adventure 2.
Well, even in Sonic Adventure 2, there were still a few asteroids out there.
Yeah. All this level really needs to give it a perfect 10 out of 10 is some flaming balls of death. Where are my flaming balls of death? You know, those things...
The meteors.
Yes, that would explode in your face in Sonic Adventure 2. I want my flaming balls of death. I'm disappointed. But anyways, this level gets a 9 out of 10. The only true problem, besides flaming balls of death, being accessibility. So...
You really want those meteors, don't you?
Yes! It just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel complete without them. But that's it, really.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing. There are several alternate paths I didn't even show off. As far as the missions go, I've already played through all the missions. The game keeps throwing out a memory access violation when I record, so this is the first successful recording I've done. The other missions, they're not as skill-wise, not as varied as Seaside Hill. The time trial is easier to do than Seaside Hills, and then the other 3 missions are more balanced. Because in Seaside Hill, like, we had the killer mission, which was easy, the rings mission, which was easy, and the stealth mission, which, if you're not Knuckles or Rouge, is still going to be hard. And then you have, over here, you've got the killer mission, which is harder than it is in Seaside Hill due to some enemy placements.
And the alternate paths.
And the alternate paths. The rings mission, which due to the increased hazards is a little bit more difficult. And the Gold Seeker mission, which is exactly the same level of difficulty as the killer mission. So, all in all, 9 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching this video. Have yourselves a good day.
See you next time.